town, stitched together in green. Got the hearts, got the hands, got a story to write. All the hope of a land burning bright in the night. Shoulders touch and hear the thunder start. Every heartbeat marching like a drum. Hear our call, green, white, roar, we give it all. Lift that flag up to the sky for the Republic. We'll never hide. Side by side, one small island, giant pride. Sing it louder, make history. This is our time, our team, our victory. Oh, 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 oh. In the rain.
Yes, guys, welcome to Ireland Till We Die. Welcome to your number one Irish YouTube channel where we dedicate everything to the Republic of Ireland and the League of Ireland. Ireland teams in Europe as well as we look to go to the World Cup in USA 26. And today, Philip, the squad was announced. Our manager has announced he's staying on as well. So a big day today for the FAI and Irish soccer. So how are you, Philip, first? I know you're
Yeah,
not your usual place, but you're out. Where are you in FIA headquarters or something? Like trying to get
no,
the
but I'm
latest.
not that far from it. I'm in Dublin, all right, and
Yeah.
I'm babysitting grandkids. So, well, I'm not. My wife is. I'm just supervising.
Yeah. So really you are at the FAI headquarters.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Mhm.
Um, look, let's get on with it, Philip, because we're not being long. We're only keeping this a short video, and then tomorrow we have around the grounds, which I'm looking forward to. I'm looking doing our first ever around the grounds. Is this announcement came today? Great news for Irish football. I don't know how great it is, but it's great anyway. We are delighted to announce the Republic of Ireland head coach Heimir I can't even pronounce his bloody name.
The
Has
fella from
committed
Iceland.
yeah, has committed his future to the FAI by signing a new contract that's taking him up, Philip, to the end of Euro 2028.
Hmm.
How important is it, Philip? And I think it is important very quickly that we know who the manager is going into the next qualification round. And it's a tournament that's coming to Ireland. We're one of the hosts. Now, we still don't know if we're going to get automatic qualification or we're going to have to qualify.
Hmm.
But how important is it for the players, for the fans, for us fans, for the FEI, knowing, right, it's all put together, we know where we're going?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think maybe a year ago, I don't think either of us could have seen this situation arising, that there was going to be a
No.
new contract given to the Icelandic dentist, because I think we were doing a Stephen Kenny on us, get rid of him, you know.
More you were
But
than me.
now, huh?
More you than me.
May possibly, but now he's redeemed himself. I mean, he got us to
Yeah.
somewhere that we didn't think we'd be. Last November, that famous Sunday in Budapest, when
Mm.
Troy Parrott scored the hat trick of his life to get us where we are now, was something else. And I think the team will move on from this. The
Mm.
squad that he's announced now, okay, there's a couple of one noticeable exception. Your man Ferguson isn't in it because of
Yeah.
injury, but Troy Parrott's there, and as long as he's there,
Yeah.
you know, the talisman is in there. So yeah, I mean, I'm very confident that we can
Yeah.
get through Czechia.
I am too. It's the first time, Philip, since 2015, Ireland have won 5 competitive matches in the international season.
Yeah, I know.
So he's done something more than Stephen Kenny never could do.
Yeah,
He won
yeah.
5. I mean, Stephen Kenny probably goes down as our Christian Gross of Irish
Mhm.
soccer. International.
Helger, he probably threatened to take out the wisdom teeth, the anesthetic. That's probably what made them knuckle down and
Yeah.
get on with it.
Let's see what else had to say. The FEI CEO David Correll said that the association was thrilled to secure him here for a long term. The FAA director of football John Martin added, since my appointment, I have built a great working relationship with him, Mayor, and it's immediately clear that we share the same values and a clear vision. Look, we've had managers before. We had Jack Charlton, we had Mick McCarthy, we had managers that were around for a long time.
Yeah.
How important is that to move forward in qualifications instead of changing managers every qualification?
Oh, I mean, it's important. The continuity breeds success,
Mm,
or usually does anyway. Hopefully it does this time. I think Tottenham are a case in point. We keep changing our manager, and eventually we got a bit of success. But even then, we've sacked 2 managers since that. So like
yeah.
continuity does help.
It does. A bit from the man himself. He expressed his wishes to look, and the backroom staff are signing, apart from one John O'Shea. Um, Heimir said
Oh,
he expressed his wish to retain the services of the current backroom team, including assistant manager John O'Shea, who he said he wants to remain in his role through to the next campaign. So I think it's just a case of putting pen to paper on that one. Philip,
well, John
how
O'Shea is
important?
staying. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. I think
All
it's
right. Okay.
about putting that putting maybe Ronan can give us the inside scoop on that if you give him enough text, Philip, and
Yeah.
maybe he
Yeah.
might give us the inside scoop. But how important I think John O'Shea's been very important to the success Ireland have had in this last World Cup campaign. I
He
think
has.
where a lot of the manager could have lost his head and they said, do you know what? There's no way. John O'Shea's been there and done it. So how important was it for him to be around to say to him here, look, don't worry, we've gone through worse scenarios than this. Let's get
Yeah.
a win and build on that. And it's got us into a position, Philip, where we could be on the verge of qualifying for a World Cup, our first since 2002.
Mm. Like it's important when you've got somebody coming in managing a team from another country who doesn't
Mm,
really know the idiosyncrasies and the little ways the Irish have. It's so important to have a guy like John O'Shea who's been there, done that, got the T-shirt with that Irish team. He's able to put
yeah.
the manager right on what to say, what not to say, and also being one of the lads as well. So I think it's a great move to have John O'Shea there, and long
Now,
may he stay there.
yeah, look, now with these playoffs, Philip, and with World Cups, we never really had great success, have we? Iran being one. Iran, good job. When we played them, it wasn't happening what was happening back in 2002. But that's
Lucky
for
we're not
another.
playing them today.
Yeah,
If-
yeah. That's for another channel. But how important is it that we have a clean build up to this game? No problems, everyone in it together. And let's go through the squad, Philip, for the 2 games. So we start with the goalkeepers. We've got Kelleher in goal, Mark Travers of Everton, and Josh Keeley of Luton, former of Tottenham. How
Mhm.
important was it for Josh Keeley to get into this squad? Because I think it's great to get him in, get him experience, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean he's very much third choice there, but Tottenham have used 3 goalkeepers in the match recently, so yeah, I mean it's good for him, a good experience for him. He's got a lot of experience at Luton Town, and I'm kind of sorry he left Spurs because I thought he had a good future, but he obviously
Mm,
saw that there was too many people ahead of him, and he decided to move on, and he's fair dues to him. Obviously, Keegan Kelleher is going to be the main man there, and will be
yeah.
for some years to come. I think we're lucky to have such a good goalkeeper there.
Mm.
And let's face it, without his punt up the pitch against Hungary, we wouldn't be here now anyway.
No,
So it's
I think also Mark Travers deserves his spot as well.
oh, he
He's
does,
played
yeah,
well.
he does,
He's
he
done
does.
well when he's come in. It's very difficult to have an England international number one ahead of you to get games at Everton, but I think he deserves his spot there. To be fair, Philip,
Yeah,
I agree with you. Kelleher will be number one for a long time to come. I really do.
he will, yeah.
Um, we're going into the defenders. I'm just checking something. No, it's okay. Going into defenders, we've got Seamus Coleman from Everton, ever present Seamus Coleman. We've got Jimmy Dunn from QPR, Nathan Collins, of course, from Brentford captain, Dara O'Shea from Ipswich, Jake O'Brien from Everton, John Egan from Hull City. We've got James Ambakwash from Watford and Liam Scales from Celtic. Where do you see the back sort of four coming from in this one, Philip?
Sorry, I just lost I've lost my stream here for a second.
Can you hear me?
That's better. Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah. So,
Right.
well, you would say Nathan Collins will start. That is for sure. And probably Daro. He's got great defensive people to pick from, hasn't he? I don't think I've seen a defense, this sort of defense as strong as we've had in a long time.
Well, that's very true, actually. Yeah, I know. When we normally would, we haven't had as good a defense. Nathan Collins is proven to be a really good. There's my sorry, Devin, my laptop back again. So I'll switch over here now.
Okay, hang on. I'll kick it from here. It's all right. There we go.
There we go. Now that's better.
Yeah.
Okay, Seamus Coleman probably will be there more as a backup to John O'Shea in the G'ing up the players department, because Seamus, great servant, but probably a little bit long in the tooth to be starting a game like this. And Nathan Collins, as I said, is the main man. Dara O'Shea is doing very well for Ipswich, as is Jake O'Brien for Everton. The Abanqua fella from Watford, I have to say, don't know much about him. Liam Scales has been a regular for Celtic as well. So we are very well served in the defence at the minute. And
I did watch that James Bankwash the other week, Philip. But he's not a bad defender. Good. He's pretty good. So, I mean, Seamus Coleman, he's been there forever, hasn't he? He's been there. God knows how many managers he's been under, but you need him in the squad, don't you?
He might have been. Seems to be around that.
No, I don't think it. Was he around? Was he in the squad for 2002? I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, I can hear you.
Dennis, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Johnny, you can keep talking. I think
Dennis got a problem with his microphone there at the moment. He's talking.
No, I haven't.
It's
you, Philip. Anyway. You got. It's your laptop. You have the problem. All right.
I can't hear him. I don't know whether you can hear me or not.
I can hear you. Yeah.
I couldn't hear you. You were like a silent movie there for a while. All mouth and nothing coming out.
Is that okay? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Say it's your fault.
Right.
Yeah. We're blaming you. We've got the midfielders here, Philip. We've got do you want to read that midfielders first?
Yeah, Jason Malumbi of West Brom, who are struggling against relegation this season, so he'll be glad of the break. Bosan Lawal, Stoke City, again, not one of these. He's not from Tala, I wouldn't think anyway. Jack Taylor of Ipswich Town, Alan Brown, Middlesbrough, Jason Knight, Bristol City, and Finn Azaz, who's scoring lots of goals for Southampton, and Harvey Vale. Now, if I had to be a little critical, I think that midfield is a little bit on the light side.
Yeah.
I think we're lacking a bit of quality there. They're good players, no doubt, but are they good enough to boss the midfield against the Czechia? We'll have to wait and see. Alan Brown's a good player, doing well at Middlesbrough. Jason Knight's good at Bristol City, and Azaz at Southampton. But we're missing a kind of a Roy Keane stroke Ray Houghton type figure in there that we've really used.
Yeah.
Like even James McLean would provide a bit of steel there, but there's nothing there. That a little bit concerned about that midfield now, I have to say.
Yeah, I did see somewhere. I thought Brady was back.
I thought that he was in the squad. All right, yeah. Now you mention it.
Yeah, again. Yeah. Sorry, in defence, Robbie Brady and Ryan Manning are in the defenders as well. Sorry,
see, I hadn't seen the squad before this. Yeah, that's actually Ryan Manning is a good player, and so is Brady. So that's changed that's made me feel a bit more confident about the midfield.
Yeah, and then look for the midfield for me. I think Alan Brown's a good player, as you say. Jason Knight did well against Hungary. I thought in the game when we won to get into the playoffs. We do need a Roy Keane type player, but we haven't got these Roy Keane type players because our players don't play in the top divisions anymore. They're more playing the Championship or they're playing other European leagues. We haven't got the luxury of a Ray Houghton or a Roy Keane or players like that of years gone by. But I still think these players can do a job against Chechnya. I rarely do. I think we can get to the final, and then once we get to the final at Dublin, then anything's possible. Anything.
true.
And look, we beat Portugal, Philip. So if we can beat Portugal, I think we can beat anyone on our day. Now, the attackers, of course, we've got Troy Parrott, the hungry hero who got us into this position with AZ Alkmaar. We've got Adam Alida. We've got Johnny Kenny on Bolton. We've got Obi-Wan, as I call him, from Sheffield United.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I always call him Obi-Wan when I do the watching. And then we've got Sammy Shamix from Derby, who's on loan, I think, from Blackburn. Apart from Troy Parrott, who else would you play up there with them if you are going to play it too? I would play Sammy on the left, and I would play probably Obi-Wan on the right.
Well, if we're going to go 4-3-3, then I think you've got Parrott down the middle, and with Ida to come on as a sub if things weren't working. Johnny Kenny decent on the wing, and Ogbeni. I go for Kenny, Ogbeni, and Parrott now, but Smodics isn't bad either.
Right, as a squad, Philip, that's a quite squad to pick. He's picked from, hasn't it? Really, it's a good squad. I think. Yes, we've got players out injured. Yes, we do have few injuries, but Harvey Vale receives his first senior Ireland call up from the under-21s, and Alan Brown and Robbie Brady both returning to the squad, Philip. So you got experience with youth. Have we gone a bit more down the route of experience than youth? I think we have in a way.
It leans on experience. Yeah, we would have more experience in youth, which I think you need to have. Okay, there's nothing wrong with youth, but you need the old head on the young shoulders there to, like the likes of Troy Parrott. He'd be itching to get going on this. He's scoring goals for fun for AZ Alkmaar. Let's talk of him now going to Milan in a £30 million move. So that guy has really made it very good this season. I'm delighted for him. And the fact that Tottenham get a percentage of his transfer fee is even better, you know. So there we go. Semi-final 26th.
Yeah, so the semi-finals on the 26th of March 2026, which on a Thursday evening, Philip, because I be doing it, you won't be doing it because you will have visitors that evening. The same visitors you saw the night we beat Hungary 3-2. So I'm hoping, I'm praying that it's an omen. And then if we get to the final on the 31st, of course, on Tuesday, the day after Mr. Tron's birthday, we either play Denmark or North Macedonia.
You think it's got to be Denmark, really, haven't you? It's got to be Denmark.
No, it's going to be North Macedonia.
Oh, dear.
Do you know what? I don't fear whoever we get in that final. I don't fear whoever we get. Because I think if that Lansdowne Road crowd get behind the team, like we did against Portugal, I think we can beat anyone on our day, Philip. It's a one-off game. You don't know. And it's a World Cup. I think out of law of averages, this is our time to go to a World Cup.
Well,
to be fair. I look at law. If you look at the law of averages, how many playoff finals we've lost over the years, I think we're due a bit of luck. We're due to go to another World Cup. I think we will.
The World Cup needs the Irish fans. World Cup needs the Irish fans.
See, what the problem is, the problem is, Philip, if Donald Trump has, right for Donald Trump, he might be scared that the Irish might take over America. Like they did back in the 1800s.
Yeah, true.
But look, that is it. That is now your sort of our thoughts on the new manager staying, and the squad and the dates for the playoffs. Yes, we kick off, of course, where we're doing now, March. So it's sorry, just working out my dates. 22nd. So the 23rd, we have our first stream, our build up for Ireland. Then the 24th, we'll have a few days off. 25th, we'll start with our pre-game build up. The 26th, of course, is the watch along. So what I'm going to do is everything I do for Tottenham, I'm going to do the same for the Ireland predicted lineup. Pre-match build up. We're going to do the watch along and after the whistle. And then if we get to the final history, we'll do the same things there. Yeah. But Philip, look, we are back again tomorrow. So do you want to explain to people about tomorrow what we're doing very quickly and what's it's a new idea?
Yeah, we're doing a roundup of all the League of Ireland games tomorrow night. going around the grounds, seeing what's happening in all the matches, and then we'll be doing a watch along. We'll be doing a watch along on one particular game, and then I'll do the comments at halftime and finish.
Well, no, it's sort of not what we're doing. We're doing around the ground. Remember when we used to do
around the grounds as well? Yeah, I said that. Yeah,
around the ground. So I look, we'll be both covering all the games, and then one of us will speak up if there's a goal. I will have one certain game going, but it might be like a normal watch long.
Just keeping an eye on it.
Keeping an eye on it, and we're going to talk things all Irish soccer and the games and what happens. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns. Philip, thank you for joining me once again for joining me on this stream.
No
I know not ideal for you tonight because you're not at home. You are babysitting, so thank you for giving me your time. And guys, we'll be back tomorrow 7:30. Join me and Philip as we do around the grounds and build up to World Cup 26. Hopefully with Ireland there. We'll be starting very soon. Come on, you boys in green. Let's go to the USA.
From the fields to the stands, we were raised on that dream. Every name, every town, stitched together in green. Got the hearts, got the hands, got a story